Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss How to Train Your Dragon. So this movie takes place in like this Viking world, and we meet this Viking kid who's, having issues living up to the expectations or, the standards, the traditions of his people. He's not a physically imposing person. He's struggling with all the training that they're going through. One of the big like thresholds for kind of coming of age is taking on a dragon. He doesn't really seem to have an interest in that, and he also doesn't really seem to have, the capabilities of fighting a dragon, let alone like defeating a dragon. But he does manage to meet a dragon out in the woods. Out in the wilderness. He finds this, beautiful black dragon that's just like hanging out. They start off kind of as like frenemies, and they eventually start to build a bond. But he's got to keep the dragon a secret because if he lets people know about it, it'll put the dragon into danger. And that's kind of how the story unfolds here. How to Train Your Dragon to me is a pretty impressive movie. I mean, I'm a big fan of animation, and I thought this movie was just absolutely gorgeous. I thought the animation was incredible. Like, you could pause pretty much any scene and just find so much rich detail. Like, the attention to detail in this is incredible. Even in, like, the mundane parts of the village or, whatever, or in the little, like, naturescapes, you just find, like, the smallest details that just really bring the world to life, and I really appreciate that. I like to soak in the details of animation. But I thought the animation was fantastic. The visual design, character designs are great. The Viking characters have that great Viking. They have like a good Viking aesthetic, but it also like stylizes it into these, kind of characters you would expect from, an animated movie made for like, a family audience. Just goofy looking characters, memorable looking characters. I just thought the visuals were fantastic here. The story is okay. It is what it is. It's not like super memorable, but it does what it needs to do for a movie like this. And there probably aren't a lot of people looking for deep plot in something like this. It's got some positive messages to it. It's got a lot of humor to it. It's got some action, adventure, all that kind of stuff, dragons. But for me, the main draw here was the visuals. I just thought the animation and the attention to detail were just fantastic here. Definitely liked this movie. I had a great time with it. And so if you like animation, if you're looking for family-friendly movies that have like a good sense of humor and like a positive message or some positive messages, I think How to Train Your Dragon is definitely worth checking out, and I definitely recommend it. But that's my review. If you want to check out more, I've got a movie review playlist right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.